You're going to have to work out some way, of getting round Philoctetes with a story. He'll ask you who you are and where you're from, and you'll say Achilles' son, which will be true, and that you're on a voyage back from Troy, headed home in a rage against the Greeks. And you can make the rage look natural if you say you were insulted. You'll tell him how the Greeks begged and coaxed you to join up and leave your native place because you, and only you, were the man they absolutely needed. Troy could not be saved without you. Well then, you land at Troy. You naturally expect to be presented with the arms your father bore. You are Achilles' son. But Odysseus is the man who bears those arms. Odysseus tricked you, Odysseus this and Odysseus that. You can let loose at me for all you're worth. The worse it is, the better you'll please me. If I am not the lowest of the low by the time you're finished, the Greek cause is doomed. For the old story is actually true. Without you, Troy cannot be taken. We need you to commandeer the bow from Philoctetes. And always remember this. You are the only one that can approach him. You weren't sworn in on the first expedition. You didn't sail under oath to anybody. Your slate is clean. But if I was challenged, I could not deny any of that. And if he recognized me and had his bow with him, I would be dead. And you'd be dead for associating with me. So the trick you're going to have to turn is this. Sweet talk him and relieve him of his bow and arrows that are actually miraculous. But of course, son, I know what you are like. I know all this goes against the grain and you hate it. You're a very honest lad. But all the same, even you have to enjoy coming out ahead. Do it my way this once. All right, you'll be ashamed, but that won't last. And once you're over it, you'll have the whole rest of your life to be good and true and incorruptible. There is plenty I could tell him, and tell him about him if there was time. But I'll say only this. My aim has always been to get things done by being adaptable. If I'm dealing with plain-spoken, honest people, they'll find me as honest and plain-spoken as they come. My main concern is always to keep things moving on in the right direction. But in this case, no. Not anymore. I give up. Let him go. He's welcome in his island, and all we need is Philoctetes' bow, not him. Don't forget, I am the bender of as great a bow myself. And don't forget Teucer either. You are only an archer among archers. And since you're so worried about who's going to be the Lord of Lemnos, you be it yourself. You should have been the Lord of fallen Troy. But that's an honor now that's fallen to me.